All right, welcome back and welcome to episode 168 of Those Millennials Podcast. Oh my God, my voice just broke. I'm your humble, grateful, extremely thankful host, K the Classic. I'm here in my nearest and dearest, my boys and friends in real life. Rail's here. Rail, how you doing? How's your pockets? How's your mental health?
It's Gucci.
It's Gucci, man. I tried to say it at the same time as you. Just Rail and I today. Should we just call this episode off the rails? There was once a podcast called Off the Rails. I don't know what happened to it.
Then upper management canceled it.
What happened? What happened?
Other upper management canceled it. You know,
Is that what happened?
Yeah, they canceled my creativeness.
That's crazy. I don't feel like it went that way. I just feel like we went out of the way. Whoever upper management is, went out the way. Got your own theme song. Got everything for Off the Rails, title and everything. And for whatever reason, that podcast just don't come back. It's kind of strange.
It might come back. It's like Homeboys in Outer Space. We all wanted to come back.
That's funny. As always, I'd like to welcome you guys to the podcast. If you're new, welcome.
You don't want Homeboys in Outer Space to come back?
No. You've been asking for Homeboys in Outer Space to come back for years.
Dog, you understand how great that show is?
You're the same person. So you're the person that wanted Coming to America too, huh? You're the person that was
shit
like,
was funny.
We need what?
Yeah, I did. I wanted another one.
I'm not gonna lie. I rewatched it the other day. It wasn't as bad as the first time.
That shit has some chuckles in there, bro.
There's some parts in there where I was like, I remember watching this the first time and not hating all of it, but hating a good significant amount of it. And then I rewatched it with my family and I was like, it's all right, man. It's all right. It got a little bit of replay value. But here on Those Millennials Podcast, we give our black ass opinions on pop culture, hoop, music, I think I said pop culture already. A lot happened this week. The internet won this week. So we're gonna get to a lot, but before we do that, I wanna I wanna say condolences and a big RIP to a legend, DJ Casper. For you're not aware, DJ Casper is the one that is the man that made the Cha Cha Slide. In my opinion, the best wedding song there is. Like, so real, I already know what's gonna be your answer, but what's the best wedding song to you? Go ahead. I already know what you get. That's why you started laughing.
I don't even know we can play it, bro.
Yeah, we can. You can say it. Say it.
R. Kelly, Step in the Name of Love.
Okay, I think Cha Cha Slide's better than that. But yeah, leave in the comments what y'all think is the best wedding song about. Is it R. Kelly, Step in the Name of Love, Cha Cha Slide, Electric Slide, what's other Wobble Baby, Wobble. Why isn't the Macarena get any play during
I do fucking like some Macarena.
Why does the Macarena get no play during weddings, man? I'm just asking the question. But shout out to him, living legend. His name will live on forever for that awesome, and thank you for the awesome wedding song. It'll be played for years and years to come. But like I was saying, the internet won this week, man. I mean, it was really hard. It really sucked being a podcast that records on Thursday nights, because all this week, I mean, between the Montgomery, Alabama brawl, between Lizzo, which we kind of sort of just touched the bases of it, but after we recorded, so much more shit came out. Jennifer Aniston, geez Louise. What else? Kai Cenat. I mean, did anybody get a PlayStation? Jesus fucking Louise. In your bag, we actually had a good baseball fight. I mean, we really call it a fight, but it was just like the lucky swing of the ages. What was the two dudes' names?
Tim Anderson and Jose Ramirez.
The second baseman, I don't know him, so the second baseman that was there. He looked like he was gonna win the fight. He had the perfect stance. He was ready to fight.
Tim Anderson.
He missed the punch. He missed, and he got slump with the most luckiest hit, and it's just whatever.
Remember that one time we boxed and I caught you like that?
Nah, that never happened. I don't remember that because it never happened.
There's a video. Remember, there's a video.
Please bring out the video. But yeah, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. It helps the pod go a long way. Shout out to everybody that's listened to our audio listenership. Who, I mean, you guys have been killing it and been listening on Spotify, Apple, Google Play, and shout out to you guys that choose to watch us on YouTube. We appreciate you. Thank you for helping our YouTube audience grow. I think we're coming up on our 100th video. Rel is technically done already. I think already has done 100 videos, because if you count his show that he no longer does, Off the Rails, he's done 100 videos on YouTube already. But us as a collective, I think we're coming up on 100 videos real soon. I have to check, but I think it is. So I know the milestone's on the way. But yeah, we're gonna before we get to our not list. Rel has prepared his futures, because it's the dead time of the NBA season. Even though I have a lot of NBA topics I want to talk about, football is less than less.
I'm not
football
talking
is
about
less
NBA
than
until November, bro. I'm done with NBA. NBA dead to me till November.
NFL is literally 3 weeks from starting. A lot of people getting their fantasies football situated these coming weeks, but this is when football is heating up. Hockey is around the corner as well. So Rel's got future bets. So for those, we need the music segment right now for Rel, because this is Rel's bag right here. So Rel has future bets. So if you want to win money like Rel, and I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I don't give this man a lot of credit and a lot of things, but I'm gonna give him. He is pretty aight when it comes to bets. Just ask this man. How did the Bud fight? He just cashed out on the Bud fight recently. I don't know if he betted on the
Gervonta fight. And what did I tell you about Sunday about the Aces? Aces were -2 in New York versus the Liberty. I told you all week.
Can I talk about that real briefly? You said they was going to lose to the Wings. You said they was going to lose to the Wings too. What happened to that?
I didn't bet that bet. I didn't bet that game. I only bet one game.
Okay.
I mean, I thought it was gonna be. It was a back-to-back. I thought it was gonna be tough. Was it back-to-back? I thought it was a back-to-back.
It was not a back-to-back.
Oh, I thought it was a back-to-back. But if it would have been in that case, I thought it was. They went from Dallas to New York.
So Rel's talking about. So last weekend, the Aces went to New York to play against the super team, quote unquote. I'll give and I'm not joking. So the game for the most part was a beat down.
Impressive, bro. Sabrina is impressive.
Sabrina,
she's gonna be.
She was unconscious. I don't expect that to happen like that again. It's cool. I will say this: against every other team in the W, I think the Aces can beat without Candace Parker. I think they need Candace Parker against the Liberty.
For what? Because she can't play on the perimeter.
When they played, let me finish. When they played the Liberty the first time this season, Candace Parker had 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists, and she pulled Jonquel Jones from the basket to allow, because A'ja, as good as A'ja played awful that game, so I don't want to give her no excuses.
Quote unquote injured.
I don't want to give her no excuses. But
she was injured.
She cannot score with Brianna Stewart and Jonquel Jones in the paint. That's just a bad matchup for her.
Let me ask you this question. What are you gonna do about Sabrina? Because Kelsey Plum get the plum burned off her eyebrows, and you can't put Chelsea.
She took a lot of bad shots. She was
unconscious.
She was searching for her shot way too much. She was searching for a shot way too much.
No, but I'm saying, like, who you going to put over to defend? Like, who's defending? Because you can't put KP over there. She can't.
If it gets really bad in the series, I mean, KP is arguably the Aces' second best scorer. I mean,
I'm talking about
Dustin believes. So, question for you, real quick, and I didn't expect this to go this way, because I didn't even think it was gonna go here. But who do you think the Aces' second best player is?
Jackie Young.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I said this season is Jackie Young. Dustin, shout out to Dustin. He said it's Chelsea Gray, and I said, Chelsea has her moments. Chelsea Gray has her moments where it's like she comes off as she's real. I wouldn't say inconsistent, but you don't want to have to rely on Chelsea Gray to be your second person. You kind of want her to just play her pace, set other people up. But this season, you're right, Rel. Jackie Young, I think she leads the W in 3-point percentage at like 42-43% from three.
Jackie Young like playing some crazy shit right now.
Over like 6 or 7 attempts. She actually guarded Breanna Stewart who I think is the best player in the W. I think she's one. I think Breanna Stewart is 1A, and I think Asia Wilson is like 1B. I think it's that close.
Give it a couple years, just gonna be Aaliyah Boston.
Sure, she's a hooper. But yeah, I think
after this year, I'm going back to the Fever. I'm telling you that right now.
We need Candace. We need Candace Parker updates because I do think the Liberty will. The Asian needs to play better, but I think the Liberty will beat the Aces in the series if they don't have Candace Parker. So we shall see. But yeah, you were right about that. That was a tangent, but you was right about that as well. You thought the Wings was going to win, but that didn't happen. But yeah, so Rel, what future picks you got for us? NFL, NBA, what's the futures you got for us?
Well, it's that time of year, so I've been doing my homework. I'm down locked in NFL, college football. I'm shut in baseball. I'm locked out the NBA to November, and I'll come back to NBA. So
I've been looking at NBA futures, but keep going.
But I've been looking at the futures now. But I like to look at, I like to go through my YouTube and see what the camp reports are. Go through the live reports, read what I've been going through. So these are just a couple futures I've already hit. So I got these tickets already. First one that I really like.
Jets win 5 games.
No, hell no. Since 2003, 2004, you want to know what happened in 2003 and 2004, Kevin?
The last time the Cowboys went over 8-8?
No, shut up. It was the last time the NFC East had back-to-back division winners of the same. It was the Eagles, actually. So the last time the NFC East had back-to-back division winners was in 2003 and 2004. Last year, the Eagles won the division in the NFCs.
Okay.
So that means somebody this year has somebody else. And right now, the Eagles are the favorite to win the NFCs.
Here we go.
Obviously. But there's always also, if you look at the record of teams who have lost the Super Bowl in the year that their record afterwards, I'm just saying, if you take a look, Cowboys at plus 175 to win the NFC East is pretty tasty. I've already hit it. I'm going to hit it again tomorrow. It's just a good play. It's just a really good play because since 2003, 2004, you can go look at it. The NFC East has never had back-to-back winners. The Eagles are the favorite. I don't know about the Giants. I don't like Danny Pennies, and I don't like the
what's the name of that team over there?
The Washington Magics.
Is that their name? That's not their name yet. They don't have a name yet, right?
Who cares?
The Washington Red people. I don't know.
That's fucked up.
Oh, my bad. I can't say that. My bad. The Washington.
I mean, no. Based off
red
helmets, I know what you're talking about. Based off their uniform, but let me go with the next pick. I got is the rookie of the year. I got JSN is plus 750. Everybody's going with Bijan Robinson to win offensive rookie of the year. Let me correct that. So offensive rookie of the year, I got Jackson Smith-Njigba from Ohio State wide receiver. He's with the Seattle Seahawks. Everybody, the favorite right now is probably going to be Bijan Robinson, but I think everything I've heard from Jackson Smith-Njigba out of Seattle's camp is that this dude is insane. I like receivers. It's a passing league. I don't know. It just seems like this dude is insane from Ohio State. So plus 750.
Gino's going to get him
pretty
the ball?
Testy. I think Gino will get him the ball. But let me get to my win totals now real quick. So that was my only problem.
What's the Jets over and under? Do you know it off the top of your head? Because I want under.
It's 9.5, and I'm telling you right now, that was my first one. Jets over 9.5. Bang it.
Wait.
Bang it.
Bang it. You the guy that doesn't like Aaron Rodgers? You?
But who is my
No. You the Aaron Rodgers hater himself?
Who's my second favorite team? The Jets. And now my biggest enemy is now with my second favorite teams. Like, fuck it, help them win. So now
Why
Aaron's
is he your
good.
second
Aaron,
favorite enemy? Why is
because
I
look
don't
what
know
he's put the
why Aaron
Cowboys
Rodgers
through.
is your enemy. I don't know what he
So
did.
first off, hit the Jets over 9.5 wins. Second,
Under.
Bills under. Bills under 10.5 wins. I think it's gonna be
Jesse,
a
he's just
comeback
taking
year.
shots at you, Jesse.
No, because here's the thing about the under, because you got the hook. You got the hook. Bills can still win
Jesse,
10 games. No. Bills can still win
is
10
this a
games.
Madden curse joke or is
It's
just you just shooting
no.
at Jesse?
Listen to me. If you listen to what I'm saying, it's 10.5 games. So the hook is gonna save you. So that basically they can win 10 games and you still win the under because they so
I would have to look
that's
at the
my
schedule,
thing.
but
So
I think
10
the
so I
Bills.
think the Buffalo Bills are gonna win 10 games, still make the playoffs. I like the Cowboys over 10 wins. And I look at the schedule, look at who they play. Don't stop watching ESPN. Look at what
I don't
Gilly
have
Locks
to
is.
stop. I don't watch ESPN. You just have to hear about what happens at camp.
Look at what Gilly Locks is. Everybody like, oh, why is Dak throwing picks and let him in practice? Because the motherfucker has Gilly Locks and Trey Island on the field. Where's he gonna throw the ball?
Okay.
You got Gilly Locks.
Where'd you get him from? Where'd you get him from?
Hey man, whatever you want to give away.
Where'd you get him
Hey, anyway, so Dallas
Answer the
over
question.
10 wins.
Where'd you get him
Dallas
from?
over 10 wins. Jags under.
You don't want to answer where you got him from?
No, I don't.
You got him from Indianapolis. Keep going.
Jags under 10 games. This is my line. So I don't know if you got 9.5.
Not the Prince.
I'm hitting the Jags under.
Not
Everybody expect this team to be better. They will be good, but I don't know if they're going to win double-digit games
They're
next
going
year.
to be the best team in our division. Tell you that. I don't like the Titans like that.
I just don't like the Jags like the Trevor Lawrence. I'm just not so. I like Trevor Lawrence. Just not so in the defense playing that the consistently play as well as they did last year.
The best team in our division.
Oh no, man! I like D Hop, Henry, Tannehill.
Oh. All right, keep going.
I got a Titans future already. The last two that I really like, I like the Chiefs over 11.5. Never bet against the GOAT. 11.5 wins for the Chiefs. I feel like that's attainable. So
Brady plays for the Chiefs.
12. No, you know what I'm talking about.
My bad.
Chiefs over 11.5 wins. The last one, Lions over 6.5 wins. I think that we are underselling the Lions what they did. Even though that most of their players are just like me and they like to get down, and and so someone had to get suspended.
You said like 7 overs and like 1 under right now. Do you realize that?
No, I said over Lions.
Yes.
Over Chiefs.
2.
Under Jags.
1.
Over Cowboys. Under Bills.
4.
Over Jets.
Okay, you said 2 unders. So you said like 5 overs and 2 unders.
I think the overs are gonna hit this year. I'm telling you, I like the overs on a lot of these. Like, and last one, especially hit the Raiders under 6.5 wins. The Raiders are fucking terrible this year. They are horrendous.
Deshaun, this is a shot at you.
I don't know if Deshaun is a Raider fan. He might be a Rams fan now.
Is that true?
More Rams. He might got more Rams merch now than anything.
All right, well, Pops, this is towards you.
Raiders are gonna be fucking terrible. Raiders are dog shit this year. Raiders are gonna be ass. Under 6.5 wins. Put a college tuition on that.
Jimmy G is gonna be spending too much time at brothels for the Raiders to be good.
Jimmy G's not even gonna be on the fucking field half the game. They put a clause in his contract about the foot that they had to play with halfway through. I don't no. Everything I hear from the Raiders camp, no. It's under 6.5 wins. Under 6.5 wins. Hit it hard.
All right. So, along with that, you have any fantasy football advice for fantasy football goers? I know you just did your future bets. Do you have any fantasy football advice for which running backs to stay away from? Derrick Henry, or any other decisions you want for fantasy football players?
Fantasy football is kind of tricky this year. I haven't really cracked open the fantasy football aspect. I've kind of been busy on the gambling side. But I mean, running backs are tricky, but I do like a couple that the kid that the Lions took. I can't think of his damn name. Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs from Alabama. I really like him. So if you're looking for a running back still, catch a lot of passes out of the backfield. Jameer Gibbs from the Lions. I think he's gonna be a big sleeper. He's my favorite sleeper this year. Probably he's probably gonna be my favorite. And also, I think this is gonna be the year of the Lamb. I think CeeDee Lamb is gonna probably be a top 3 receiver by the end of the year.
It wouldn't be a real take if Cowboys with
Last year,
the stars in the
CeeDee
helmet
Lamb,
was not involved.
Like if you go look at the stats, you can go look at and I'm not talking about catches. Everybody just looks at catches. And let me explain something to people who just watch football on the surface level. Catches and targets are 2 different things. So make sure that ESPN don't post the targets, they post the catches. CeeDee Lamb had like 8 games where he didn't get like more than 8 or 9 targets, which is fucking insane. Well, Cooper Kupp gets like 14.
CeeDee Lamb is better than Cooper Kupp, right?
No, but he should be getting double-digit targets.
CeeDee Lamb is better than Cooper Kupp, right?
I just said no, he's not, but he should be getting double-digit targets.
Just making sure. Just making sure. The Rams are going to be bad this year. I want to talk about a team that's going to be bad. That team is going to be bad. All right, Rel, thank you. Hopefully you guys got that down, and if you guys do not hit, these are future bets, so these are long-term investments. You have to wait till the end of the year to cash these out. But if you want somebody to blame Rel. All right, so not list time. I'm gonna do my not list, which is kind of long, and then Rel and I are gonna debate if there has been a song of the summer this year, because the summer is coming to an end. We got like 2 weeks, and we're officially in winter. So, huh?
We skipped over fall.
Oh yeah, my bad. Fall. I just completely skipped the fall. My bad. The fall off. Anyway, go ahead and say we're not getting it. All right. So I don't even know where to begin. My note says immediately go to my phone, so I'm going to my phone. All right, so these are new updates that came around the wire. So it was number one on that list. Shams reported before we hit record right now, opening night schedule. So, Rel, what do you think of this opening night schedule for TNT? The Los Angeles Lakers in a rematch against the Denver Nuggets.
I knew it.
For the first game. Second game, Phoenix Suns versus the Golden State Warriors.
Good opening night. I mean, I kind of didn't want the Lakers to have to open in Denver, but the one less trip we'd have to make late in the year, we take that L and get out the way.
Agreed. I think NBA, obviously, the NBA always opens with the Laker game. It just opened with the Lakers / LeBron game. So I think this is very smart on their part. And Golden State versus Phoenix, they know what they're doing. They're trying to get them ratings early so they can set themselves up for. Also, Shams reported today the Christmas Day slate. All right, so the 5 games on Christmas Day have been reported. Shams reports 2023-2024 season. The Bucks versus at Knicks. They always start at the Garden for the first game of the day. The Sixers versus the Heat. That's going to be very interesting. Hopefully, it's the. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to James Harden, to be honest with you, but I mean, he might still be there, I guess, and hopefully Dame's on the Heat at the time. So we'll see how that goes. And then the middle, which is the perfect slate, which is oddly enough going to be probably the ABC game. Well, they're all probably going to be ABC. Most of them are going to be ABC. Celtics, Lakers, in LA, Fire, classic, Beantown versus Showtime. Mavericks versus the Suns. I think that's really tasty. Kyrie, Luka versus KD and the Devin Book. And then the last game of the night, Warriors versus Nuggets. I find it interesting, Real. Mm-hmm. And I think the NBA is kind of wised up. So The Clippers no longer get NBA Christmas games. I think they do
Too
not
many injured
trust
players. Yeah,
Kawhi. They do
yeah.
not trust Paul George. This is the fourth
Because
year that
the
they haven't got a Christmas Day game.
the NBA, you have the NBA is really into trying to market because the playoffs get the ratings that they do. They really want a little piece of those ratings juice during the regular season, and you can't trust teams like the Clippers, you know. And I think that you shouldn't until they can prove it. You know, I just think I wish they NBA had a more flexible schedule so they could put better playing teams in the slots. You know, take out games where guys don't play and put in a different game because sometimes there's like a Suns Nuggets game before I don't know like or I don't know maybe even just Nuggets in general. There'll be a different alternate game that they don't put on that I really feel like I feel like they miss out on. That I really feel like the NBA is missing with a flex schedule.
Yeah.
So I mean, so I don't know. I mean, I like it, but I mean, you can't trust the Clippers, and it's right. It's probably one of the. It's probably the biggest. That's the biggest low management team, and like the fact that PG now said like next year
I'm
I'm gonna be
beasting.
on my
I'm on my
shit.
beast
Like,
helmet.
bro, what were you doing for the last 4 or 5 years, then, bro? Like,
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
it's fucking stupid. Like everything in a lot of with the Clippers is stupid. So I'm glad they didn't put them on Christmas, but who
Yeah.
knows?
Um. Yeah, it's gonna be that's a definitely a fun slate. I'm trying to think of another team that you could swap it. I think those are the teams for the most part.
I thought that I
Um,
would like to see the Mavericks in there.
Mavericks are in there.
Oh, who they playing?
Mavericks are playing the Suns.
I like that.
Uh, I would guess if it wasn't for the Ja stuff, that the Grizzlies would be in here somewhere. If it wasn't for the Ja stuff, I think the Grizzlies would be in here somewhere. I don't know where, but I think they'd be in here. Also, I think a lot of players and a lot of players are going to want to play this year, bro, because you know the 65 game limit in order to make the awards. You have to make the 60. You have to play the 65 games.
Yep.
So I think a lot of players are going to be strategically load managing, but they're going to reach the 65. There's going to be a lot of players that play 65, 66, 67 games this year. Watch, I expect that.
Which is still a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But now that you have to play that many games in order to make All NBA and get awards, and that's tied up to contracts.
I love it.
That's players are gonna have to play.
I love it.
Staying on NBA/ESPN news. So this recently hit the wire as well too. So more ESPN shaking up NBA countdown. So Greeny, who was hosting NBA Countdown, will no longer be hosting Countdown and is going to be replaced by, you guessed it, Malika Andrews. Everybody's there's there's a side of the internet where there's a lot of people that don't like Malika. I'm like indifferent. I'm like,
there's a YouTube video.
I watched it. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
It's actually pretty good. There's a lot of stuff that Malika's done that let's just say is questionable. But she will be hosting NBA Countdown. Also joining her, it's been reported that Bob Myers, the most recent head of basketball operations for the Golden State Warriors, who recently had a podcast that was ran by ESPN, will now be joining the desk for NBA Countdown. So that'll be interesting. So see how that goes. It doesn't say who else is going to be taking up them seats. My guess is the 3 other seats will probably be Stephen A. Smith still. They want to get Kendrick Perkins in there, and I don't know who takes the final seat, but we shall see. Yeah, so they're shaking stuff up, and then obviously this comes off the back of, we know that Doris Burke and Doc Rivers. Well, we talked about this last week, if I remember correctly. Doris Burke, Doc Rivers, and Mike Breen are going to be the A team. The B team has pretty much been confirmed. You know, they're still going to have Mark Davis, probably with JJ Redick and They want to give JJ Redick more reps and Richard Jefferson. So ESPN is shaking up some stuff. We just found out recently that Bomani Jones is no longer with ESPN, so there's just more layoffs happening there. It seems like it hasn't stopped. It keeps trickling down. So yeah, man, shakes up. Shit, ESPN shaking shit up. We'll see how their basketball coverage is. I'm still hoping TNT hires Jeff Van Gundy so we can have a Van Gundy broadcast. I think that'd be dope. Also, and this recently hit the wire. I didn't even believe it. I talked to you about it, Rail. So we talked about last week how Richard Sherman has agreed to the deal for Undisputed because Undisputed has been off the air since Shannon Sharp has left. But now, along with Richard Sherman, there's been multiple reports, and she hasn't said anything, but it's been reported that Rachel Nichols, former NBA ESPN Countdown host, former Jump host, will now be joining Skip Bayless and Richard Sherman on Undisputed. I think this is the most interesting sports news thing that is being not very talked about. I think that's very interesting. I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know how. I don't know how person with the ego of Skip Bayless and Rachel Nichols and Richard Sherman all at one desk is going to mesh. I don't know if Rachel's just going to be sitting there in the host role or she's going to be able to debate, because that was a problem for Carrie for a lot of the times when Carrie was on First Take with Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. She talked about how a lot of times, and it wasn't just Skip, but Stephen A. to an extent too, they would, because these two was clashing back and forth, and it was her job to like moderate, but she had opinions and she wanted to say stuff, and it fell on deaf ears when she wanted to get her shit off. So it's very, very interesting to see how this goes. Bro, what do you think about Rachel Nichols joining Undisputed?
I mean, she been doing the Showtime shit, so I've been getting my Rachel Nichols fix, and I've still been annoyed. So I mean, I kind of like her when she's off my TV screen. So I don't really understand what she's doing with FS1, especially with Skip Bayless. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, I like I said, you don't watch, but I mean, when the days I am home, I will watch just to see what it's about, just to
I
see.
definitely want to see how this goes and see how this is. I will watch. I love Rachel. I think Rachel's awesome at her job. I think she's been awesome at her job for like the last 25 years. I think how ESPN and Maria Taylor kind of sort of got her out of there was what's the right word? I don't know if it was fair, but I wasn't there, so I don't know exactly all the details of what happened. But I think she's really, really good at her job. I think a lot of players like her. I think she's very experienced. I think she's knowledgeable. She's been around the game forever. She's been around, like, people like, she does look old. She's a white woman. She's an older white woman. She's been covering the game since Michael's been in the league. Like, she's been around for a very, very, very long time. So if this is true and this happens, I will definitely check out Undisputed. This is a way to get me interested, and I just want to see how it is. I want to check the temperature. I want to dip my feet in and see how this goes. But I will say this: smart job by Skip Bayless for Shannon Sharp for not having one replacement, but seems like he's gonna have two replacements. So what does that mean for the Lil Wayne on Fridays?
I think Lil Wayne. I think they're trying to do an FS1 type of style where they're going to rotate. Because they even said Richard Sherman's there to do a certain amount of like dates and then like NFL coverage. So I think they're going to rotate, like maybe with Broussard, and but because I don't think it's all set. I think they're literally going to try to do the ESPN model where they're going to have Skip debate multiple people. I think, especially with all these releases of names coming out now.
Very, very interesting stuff. We're gonna be paying attention to that for sure. At least I'm gonna be paying attention to that. It's gonna make it my mission to pay attention to that because I am interested to see how that's going to turn out. All right. Number two on that list. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna do that. Number two on that list. Sheesh, we're not talking about Tory Lanez being sentenced for 10 years.
Yeah.
For shooting Megan Thee Stallion. This is another one of those stories that just based off this. I mean, a lot of people were talking about this, so let me get this. No, I don't want to say that nobody was talking about this, but based off the strength of the internet and everything that was happening this week, this just happened yesterday, but just between the Alabama brawl, Jennifer Aniston and Jamie Foxx, Kai Cenat, which happened early in the week, Lizzo, Summer, and and Meech shit. Apparently, I didn't even know this. Apparently, Drea and what's your boy name is dating, or they were seen together.
Jalen Green.
Jalen Green.
Second year, Jalen Green gonna break out, bro.
Huh?
Second year, Jalen Green gonna break out. I'm telling you now.
Okay. I don't know what that means for a Rocket team in the Western Conference. That's not expected to be. We'll see. Whatever. But yeah, just this. I heard a lot of. It seems like with the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion thing, it seems like you can't be. You have to pick a side, and I've just like where I'm at. I'm like.
I don't think that's
I'm
right.
in the middle. You question. Either you believe Meg and you want him to have 100 years, or you believe Tory and you're with Tory and you're a fan of Tory and you feel like he did nothing. There seems like there's no in between here. So
I'm just eye for eye. We both lose our sight. The two wrongs don't make a right. And basically, what I'm saying is that, like,
you and these old ass sayings, keep going though.
I mean, it's like as a community, it's like we're not better for none of this shit, you know. Like Tory's not. Whatever happened that night was already a fucking blinded moment, and then him losing this, his career for the next 10 years is regardless. I mean, it's just somebody going away to a crooked system that I don't really feel like is in for repairing people.
Right.
So,
very true. He might. I mean, obviously, with good behavior, he'd be out sooner. Tell you what, y'all not shaming me for listening to Chick's tape. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Still listening to Chick's.
I mean, I probably never listened to Tory Lanez again. So we can go to the next topic. So.
See, you'll never listen to it.
I mean, no, it doesn't matter. It's not like it's not like it's not like Oreos. You know, you haven't had Oreos in a while, and you start craving Oreos. That's not his music. I'm never sitting around. I'm never sitting around when I'm like, fuck, man, I haven't had no music in a while. I ever listen to. I don't dive into Tory Lanez. It's like it's a list. If it comes on like on a rando, yeah, but I can honestly say I played a few albums of his albums full through, but it's not like I said. I'm not going to that, especially now with all this good music out.
Okay, I mean, I think Tory got some, for sure, but
he has a couple. Like I said, if it comes on but like I said, can you mean? Like, is it a lasting image that you're gonna have of him, like of his music, or is
I jokingly say this, and people please take this is me joking. This is a joke.
You got to preface it like that, bro.
I definitely have to preface stuff like that.
I'm not. Well, we not do this. Not that kind of podcast. If you listen to it, listen to another one.
This is that kind of podcast. I said whenever they get enough dirt on Trey Songz and stuff started coming out about Trey, I'm gonna do what I would have done with R. Kelly, which is I'm gonna listen to that shit nonstop and then I'll be done. So I'm gonna listen to Ready as many times as I can.
Like 6 songs with Trey.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Mad disrespectful. Anyway, 6 songs. Anyway, number three on the not list. UPS workers. Shout out to you. A union that actually ended. Shout out to UPS workers. I'm sick. I used to work for UPS many moons ago, and now I'm sick. So UPS has become a hot employer since its union it only lasted a month, by the way, guys. Secured 30 billion in new money over a 5-year contract. UPS shared its earnings call that full-time drivers will make around 170K annually. Pay benefits by the end of the contract. Part-time employees, union employees, will earn at least $25 an hour and receive full health care and benefits. So shout out to UPS. Shout out to them, recognize their power, and shout out to the corporation UPS just finding $30 billion. Like, oh shit, 30, we just found $30 billion to give you guys. Here you go. I'm sure applications for UPS has gone crazy. When I worked there, I used to work in the high value department. It was all right, but shout out to UPS, man. All right, let me get this one off. Number 5 on the not list. If I find it now. VMAs. VMAs are completely dominated by women talent, which I've been saying for the longest, to be honest with you. I've been saying this, that music, especially popular music, R&B, has been dominated by women. Even the rap game. Keep it $1.50. The rap game it's all been dominated by women, and the VMAs for video of the year of artist of the year reflects that. So I'm gonna read some of these nominees real quick for the VMAs. So video of the year is Doja Cat, Attention, Miley Cyrus, Flowers, Nicki Minaj, Super Freaky Girl, Olivia Rodrigo, Vampire, Sam Smith, shout out to Sam Smith, Unholy, SZA, Kill Bill, Taylor Swift, Anti-Hero. Artist of the year, which is the biggest, it's the biggest award of the night, is Beyonce, Doja Cat, Carla G, Nicki Minaj, Shakira, and Taylor Swift. I can tell you right now, bro.
Who ain't winning?
Huh?
I can tell you who is winning.
I can tell you who's going to win too. I think we both know who's going to win.
Taylor Swift. Is Kanye? Where the fuck is Kanye? We need him.
Taylor Swift is going to win. I don't think people know. Hey, bro, are people aware? Let's keep it a are people aware of what Taylor's doing right now? Do people have any idea what Taylor's doing right now? Like, no. I know.
No, I mean
some people do. Some people are paying attention, but are people paying attention that Taylor Swift is having one of the
like that? Her music don't cross over to our she ain't got a hot rap feature,
that's not her bag.
No, it's not. But I'm saying, but even in
there are people, people comparing Taylor's. There's people comparing Taylor's concert run right now to Michael Jackson's. Are people aware of this?
It's not even the best tour out right now. Because personally, I'm going to see the Renaissance tour coming up.
Taylor is on pace to have the highest grossing tour of all time.
What is money? We're also in the inflation era.
Oh my God. Look, why are you just trying to pour water on this girl?
No, I'm not.
This is your bag.
No.
This is your bag.
Let me give credit where credit's due. Her what she's doing, I watched it. I watched a full stream of it because I wanted to see. I just
we have a clip on why you hate Taylor Swift, right?
Yes, I mean, first off, because the VMAs is where it all started at. Because she about to win another award that Beyonce was supposed to win. So, but because everybody loves her, I don't know. I don't know because I feel like Beyonce tour is not getting enough shine. It's like, okay, yeah, Taylor's doing.
It's not getting enough shine. Are you crazy? Beyonce's tour is not getting enough shine.
I mean, the way they're talking about Taylor Swift, it's like every morning. It's like, okay, she's doing 45 songs. She's performing everything. Okay, that's why 45 songs is going to equate to 3 hours. Yes, that's a lot of music.
She sold out crypto for 5 nights and back to back.
6 nights.
Oh, my bad. 6 nights. You know how hard that is?
Yeah, and what is Beyonce doing? SoFi?
Yeah, she's actually going to be out here in a couple of weeks, I think, right? Nah, she's gonna be out here in Vegas a couple weeks. So she's gonna be
She's
at a
gonna be in
Legion.
Vegas area around my birthday. She'll be out here.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I mean, I feel like Beyonce's tour is not getting enough shine because I mean, yeah, Taylor's doing a great job. But like I said, it's not because her music's not great. I've watched it. People, they sing the songs, they cry. It's amazing. Like that, her music transcends so much. I personally don't get any of the music.
right.
I personally don't like any of it, and I personally don't listen to any of it enough to
It's
know.
well, the music is not for you though, real. Like she's not.
Clearly, it is
You're
because
not.
there's
You're
men.
not.
No, 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 no.
You're not
Because
her
there's
target
black men.
audience.
No, there's black men who feel like they love
Yeah,
her
but
music.
not you.
Just like
You're
I
not her
love
target
music.
audience.
But there's black men who love music like I do. That and it
Yeah,
hits to them.
because they fit her demo. You don't fit her demo.
But no, but you're missing my point. Is what I'm saying is that if you're a music lover, sometimes you just may be an acquired taste.
Sure.
So I'm saying there's a man that looks like me that loves her fucking music. Doesn't Russell Westbrook love her fucking music?
Yeah.
So it's like
her music is great. I love her music. Her music is great.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's not like it's about demographic. It's about music. Is just about to me, it's about sound. It's about So it's not. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, she plays to 17, 18-year-old white women in college. So I mean, yes, that is her demographic. But at the same time, I just feel like there's so many other people who listen to her
Keep on
shit.
water.
There's so many people who listen. Other people who listen to her shit. Her music for everybody. I personally just don't see the difference between the two tours.
Got you.
Who did you go see? Who did you spend money going to go see? Did you go see Taylor?
I don't like going see tour. I don't like doing stadiums and tours anyway. So, by the way, not being talked about enough. Did you know Made in America was canceled?
Mm-hmm. For some like production, they said production reason, but I think it's because of this Lizzo stuff.
Right.
Because Lizzo was supposed to be there with SZA.
Yep.
So
it's yeah. We talked about Lizzo. We're done talking about Lizzo. I think movies. This one so AMC is reporting the highest grossing month in their quarter in their history, thanks to Barbieheimer and Mission Impossible: Day of Reckoning. So shout out to them. Movies are back. It sucks that a milestone like this had to happen in the middle of the strike of actors and writers, because this would have been a much more celebratory thing that movies have officially all the way come back. That blockbusters, non-superhero movies, because I know that's a big topic going on right now about superhero movies are the only ones that are owning the box office. But 3 movies that aren't superhero based, even though they had big budgets, so let's not act like they don't have big budgets. I've was able to produce this amount of money for AMC theaters, so I think that's fly. It says the power of film, the power of art, and I just really hope that this writer and actor strike ends soon, so we can get get our good shows back and not have to watch reality shows. I'm rewatching Last of Us right now.
you haven't even watched The Bear, Succession.
I'm waiting to start The Bear with my girl. She every time we want to start, she doesn't want. I don't want to watch it by myself. You have the autonomy to just watch stuff on your own. You could just hit play.
Thanks for pointing out that I'm single, you dick.
I'm rewatching The Last of Us right now. That's where I'm at. I'm rewatching The Last of Us and Rap Shit right now. That's where I'm at.
Rap Shit was pretty terrible.
So. No, it's not. That's the reason why it got a second season. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got for that list. I had other minor stuff, but yeah. We're not really going to talk about the Montgomery, Alabama fight unless Real want to talk about the Montgomery, Alabama fight for a little bit.
Yeah, I just got questions. I just want to say, I was happy. That was the perfect. That was when, as I watched that unfold, was it Sunday? Sunday it unfolded.
Yep. Did it unfold or did the chair unfold?
Because but you see so many videos, you don't know what I mean. From the quality of the first video, you don't even know if it's like fucking 2023 or 2003 from the quality of the video.
True.
So it's like, so I didn't even know. So I didn't know expect to grow. But when I found out it was like recent, I was like, oh shit. And I love every piece of it. I love it all. I love it all because, the fact that I love, I don't want to rehash everything I saw, but like fucking that place was a port where slaves were traded at.
Yeah.
Like my ancestors were traded there.
Do you know the name of the boat? Do you know the name of the boat?
No, what is it?
The boat was called the Harriet.
Oh yeah, Harriet. Yeah.
But the internet referred to it as the SS Deadass.
I just love how the internet. It's like I felt like today what we missing with Chappelle's show, we got with the internet.
Oh my god,
we got with the internet because like I feel like Twitter is like every Chappelle show joke that we would like think of, and like, and even then he probably would think of some other shit
right?
that we probably hadn't thought of yet. So I mean, overall, I just want to say like
I hope Chappelle uses it on his set. He's doing 2 nights in New York, so hopefully he uses it on his set. He's doing 2 nights in New York, like fairly recent, I think, coming up soon.
Virgo season. I'm gonna have to go to New York.
Yeah.
Lastly, I just want to say, if I was in the video, I'm the dude who takes it too far. I'm the dude who came in with the chair. I haven't seen that kind of epic.
No, the crazy part is the security guard tried to let him live when he hit the other dude a couple times. He hit the dude like 2 times. Then he went to the girl and it was like, all right, bro, out of everybody here, you getting arrested.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And that's bullshit.
Everybody here, because you wilding too much. You getting arrested.
That's bullshit. How you gonna draw a meter with morals? They're gonna say who wilding too much.
They ain't had the manpower to arrest everybody. It was like, all right, everybody here wilding, but you, sir, wild way too much.
I haven't seen that much prime cheer swinging since The Rock tried to kill Mankind back in Survivor Series.
I made a joke. I was like, man, that man made Edge and Christian really proud, because then if you don't watch wrestling, you don't get that joke. You don't get the concerto. Yeah, concerto. You don't get that if you don't watch wrestling. Made Edge and Christian proud.
I mean, what pisses me off is like,
and real, there was a rock bottom, and did you see the dude rock bottom somebody? There was a dude that rock bottom somebody.
I mean, you got hands, you got chairs, you got feet, you got your ass whipped. And like the funniest moment is, I swear to you, like when you seen the dude throw the cap and just say, "Fuck this job." Like as many times as I want to do that at work, as many times I want to just throw the brim.
Everybody was calling it the bat signal, but it reminded me of we old, so it reminded me of the Thundercats logo. Thundercats! That's what it reminded me of, the Thundercats logo going up in the sky.
Honestly, the first thing I thought of when I saw it was Bobby Shmurda.
Everybody thought he was hit the Shmurda
about a week ago. And I was just waiting through.
And shout out to Aquaman who jumped in the water and fun. I was telling Carolyn this. I was like, ain't no way I'm swimming to a fight, because I already know after I'm done swimming, I'm gonna be exhausted.
Tired. Yeah,
you're gonna be gassed.
Nah, but that looks
you're not gonna get my best hands if I just swam half a lap to get to.
It just be like that, especially because niggas been dormant for so long. Like at this point, like I'll be honest with you, racist people. Like we waiting, like it's a lot of us waiting for some shit to jump the fuck off, so we can jump with 2 feet and all knees in your ass.
Niggas, and that's exactly what they did. Was buying chairs, but real, I would say you right. It was. I mean, before it got really, really dark, where like
when did it get dark?
Bro, they was stomping the hell out of a woman.
Oh my god! we bring sexuality into it after racism. Racism was thrown into our face.
Right. Okay, so let me say this. So
I'm pretty sure the nigger word was thrown into our face. I'm
So
pretty sure the word with the
so
hard ER was Stone
I'm gonna just
Larson.
use all the jokes the internet said. So this is what another one of the internet jokes people were saying. That was like, y'all had January 6th, we got August 6th.
And I seen Mae Young go through a table, so them bitches gonna be fine.
Again, nobody's. If you don't watch wrestling, nobody gets that reference, bro. This falls on deaf ears. It's one of this. Might as well be talking about a Good Times episode. Anyway,
I just want somebody to YouTube Mae Young going through a table just so they can see.
Nobody's gonna get that reference.
I mean, white women haven't been treated like this, you know.
Damn, you made me lose my train of thought. I remember when I first watched the video, the first thing that came to mind was because, again, so for those who know me, on my social media, on my Instagram, I try my best to have positive stuff. That's why, again, I've mentioned this many times before. I don't have the Shade Room on my Instagram. The only way I get Shade Room shit is if it's sent to me. I don't get Hollywood Unlocked. I don't get any of that shit. I don't get any of that shit on my Instagram. I blocked it all. I don't want to see it because they promote just negative stuff all the time. I want to see positive stuff on my Instagram. But my Twitter, on the other hand, I watch. I'm not perfect. I watch fights on my Twitter all the time, and watching that off rip, the first 5 minutes, I was like, damn. Like, here goes another video where I see a man get jumped. And then the video kept playing. And real, when I tell you that I've, like you said, I was proud that we all united. I've never seen more black people be united. It was like the Crips and the Bloods and the SAs all came together. It was literally the Avengers. Everybody was just so happy for this to happen. I've never seen more black people united, at least off the internet. We was united on the internet for something. And then the jokes, like I said, it was one of the most funniest days on the internet in a long time, man. Like, just, I always say that, but it was one of the most funniest days on the internet in a very long time. And now, recently, a lot of those white people have been arrested. So we're gonna see how that goes. Oh, and shout out to all the black people that were posting around for anybody that was involved in that brawl. If they needed help with any legal fees, there was a lot of people doing GoFundMe's, and there was a lot of people posting those stuff, like Van Lathan, Antoinette from she has a lot of podcasts, so I can't even think of which pod she's from. Can't Afford Therapy and a lot of other ones, but they were posting a lot of people that were willing to help financially to pay for people's bonds and stuff. So I thought that was fly. And the it just gets a little better and better. I don't know if you knew this too, real. So the white people that own that boat, they were store owners, right?
Mm-hmm.
They owned a bodega.
Mm-hmm.
We found the bodega, and that we were leaving negative reviews on it, so they made their account private. Man, we're fucked up, dog. Fucked up, man. Bad. All bad. All right, man. So before we get up out of here, dog, I asked you a question up top. Do you think the summer's almost up? Do you think there's a song of the summer? And if you need time to think, I can tell you what song I think is the song of the summer. Every summer has a song. I feel like for whatever reason, to me, this summer hasn't really had one. The only one that I can think about, and it started before the summer, so is Pound Town. That would be the song that comes to mind if I thought of a song that represents the summer. It would be Pound Town. I don't know what that means, and I don't know what that says. But if I had to pick a song of the summer, so I guess shout out to Sexy Red. I don't think nobody like. I mean, yeah. So, Real, what do you think? Well, what song do you think was the song of the summer? Because you can't say anything Beyonce dropped. You can't say anything. I'm trying to think of artists that dropped before the summer and their song stretched out through the summer, and I can't think of one. Maybe it's a Burna Boy song that I'm forgetting. Maybe it's an Afrobeat song. Maybe it's a Bad Bunny song. So if somebody wants to educate me that what they think of their
I
song
would
is.
say Burna Boy had a good one when it's sitting on
I
top of
think
the
Burna Boy
world.
has a song that, well, I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
It's not a great year. I mean, this is not a great year for music. I mean, we get some pretty good albums like this summer, but like
I
even
wouldn't
then,
say
like,
nothing off the Travis album is a song of summer because it came
but
too
it's
late.
weird. But like, we're not even we don't even get like lead up singles anymore because like Drake's about to drop, and we don't even have a fucking single for this album.
I like that.
Usually I do, but I don't.
I like that.
But I mean, you know what? Yeah. When you're at that point, lead a summer hits for new artists, I guess. Because just one single don't do shit for Drake. So, but I don't know. Maybe it is Pound Town or that Ski Wheat song, but I don't know.
Ski.
I don't fucking know, but I mean, all I know is that Afro
I'm not
Beats
giving
is
it to the Barbie
in.
World song. I'm not giving it to the Barbie World song. I'm not doing that though. Even though it's a song,
Maybe
that song's been played everywhere though.
Munch is song of the summer.
That was a year. That was like 2 years ago, bro. Or a
Ice
year.
Spice.
Munch
She's
has been.
still.
That's like a year ago.
I don't know, but then I don't really have a song of the summer because I don't really listen to the radio like that. But
I thought it was gonna be Act Bad. That's the song I thought it was, but I don't think it got enough outside play like that. I could be
who
wrong.
was that?
Puff song, Act Bad, Act Bad. I don't think it was that.
Never heard it.
That's cap. All right.
I never heard that fucking song, man.
Cap. All right. Great pod. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. It helps the pod go a long way. If you're new and you're watching us on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, leave a review, 5-star reviews, 5 or 4-star reviews. That's all we kind of need. And shout out to Jesse. Shout out to everybody. For Pharrell, I'm Kay. We're those millennials, and we're out.